Oh, I didn't know Squirtle's up you is kill move.
Mina.
Alright.
Okay. We're good to go. This is the Panoramic Podcast coming to you live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Tuesday. Happy New Year to everybody. And hope you guys had enough to eat, had enough to drink. And happy holidays to everybody. I'm your co-host Aristotle, joined by my two great friends, Nick, who seems a little drunk or hungover, more on that later, and Mr. Phil Sniven, who looks like he just got a new hairdo. Nice fade there, sir.
Thank you.
Take it away, Young Bucks.
Okay, hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the Panoramic Podcast, which is always here on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get the show rolling. So this is our holiday special part 2. So we're just continuing from last week. So alrighty. So
Our first official episode of the year.
And yes, that's right. First official episode, which will now be season 3. Let's do this. I will change that title in a second, but this is now season 3. We are starting. It's a new year, fresh start. So, alrighty. So with that being said, so looks like everyone had a pretty swell New Year's so far. I like to assume staying in, having a couple drinks here and there. Like me, I was like I got invited to go out, but I decided to kind of stay in. So I chose to stay. I chose to be the little salty bitch and decided to stay in.
You got invited?
Well,
what do you mean?
No, whatchamacall, the kind Gretch Dior invited me to come over, and then I was being
Gretch and you?
And well, actually it's just Gretch. So
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think D was part of that plan since Jen and Daniel were there.
Yeah, so no, I was being a little salty bitch and just like, I'm good.
That's good. You actually listened to me for once.
So yeah, I was being a little bit of a salty bitch, and one, I hope it's kind of weird to admit this right now, but like, I think we all been to that feeling where we've and this is my just kind of imagine my position where I'm like the 6th wheel, 9th wheel, 3rd wheel. I think I lose count of the wheel. Sorry, again, my math is not good, so I only graduated from YNI, so just kidding.
Okay.
So, but you kind of get the idea where I hate being the wheel. So, and I'm not gonna make just so you guys know, I'm not gonna make any dumbass resolution like I'm definitely getting a chick this year. That to me when I thought about it last night, I was like, I think I can hold off. I will just hold off for now. Like I don't think that like I don't even think that is most utter importance at the moment. So
yeah, and just so you know, you being the wheel is the same as me and Cheryl not getting invited, so we're in the same boat.
So yeah, and then also in my head too is like, I don't know, nothing doesn't feel right, you know? It's like
exactly.
Like if I got invited, I'd rather invite you guys in and
exactly.
You know,
thanks for taking my side, dude.
Honestly, between both of you guys, bury the hatchet and call it,
because it's a new year too. I thought something would change, right?
call it a truce. Like I'd rather, you know, just call it a truce than, you know, bitch about something that happened so and so ago, you know.
Exactly, and I'm down to shake hands, whatever you call it, the truce. Yeah, as you say.
You know, come to a compromise. It is what it is.
Come from both sides.
So, but anyways, I guess with that being said, let's start with the cliche question. Do you guys have any resolution or goals for this year?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
Well, actually, I do, but I'm still thinking of some.
Okay. Alrighty, right on. Nick, what about you, man? First of all, how you feeling, dude?
Feeling better right now, but to answer the question, I guess I'm just looking to be more of a busybody, because my guitarist of our band, Synesthesia, he's actually a very busy person. Like, he goes hiking, he goes dancing in country bars, he you know, has full time at work, and all this other stuff that he does. But he always makes time just for one day of rehearsing with the band. And you know, honestly, as good, I mean, as much as I do see him as a busy person, I do respect him for doing that. Which, you know, I'll be honest, my life is a little lacking in more activities. So yeah.
So,
if
okay.
that makes any sense.
No, it's all good. Everyone honestly has, you know, their own life, their own thing going for them. So I wouldn't blame them. At least you Nick, as a leader, or however you wish to put yourself in the position, you actually respect your band members' decisions on whatever they do in life, you know. So that's honestly a sign of a good leadership. Like you know, you understand, you respect, and you don't get it. You don't, you know, put yourself in. You don't assert yourself into the worst part of the situation, unless there comes a situation where it's like you recognize it on how bad the situation is, then you actually intervene. That was the word I was looking for. Not interrupt. Intervene.
Mm-hmm.
So, unless it actually involves you, then yeah, don't intervene.
Well, far as I know, you know, there was one moment where we did have to make do without one important member, and when I say one important member, I mean one person in the band, because I don't believe like only one person is important in the band. I believe everyone is important. So if one person is not there, we kind of feel a bit crippled, I guess, for lack of a better term. And even though, you know, even though our sound was still pretty well, you know, I feel like without that one person, you know, it just didn't feel, I guess, complete. Case in point, when we had to do a rehearsal without Carolyn, because, you know, her parents at the time, I don't know why they did this, they told her at the last minute that, hey, we have a dinner. Sorry we didn't inform you earlier, which honestly I kind of doubt their apology for a bit there. But yeah, I mean, to me, if even just one member you know, can't attend one weekly rehearsal, I get a little bit angry, but it's not so much at them that I'm angry at. I'm just angry at the unexpected circumstance that pretty much, you know, derails us as a group. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
So yeah. Who couldn't make it this week? Roland?
No. There was this one occurrence that we had where we had to practice without one member, and that was when Carolyn couldn't make it to this practice one time. So it was just me, Ronan, and Meg that were practicing.
Mm.
Yeah, that one time.
Okay. Hang on.
But yeah, speaking of band rehearsals, if you guys can make it on Friday, we're actually wait. What time do you guys get off on Friday?
4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And also depending on traffic sometimes.
Right.
Actually, no. Wait. You know what? Traffic shouldn't be bad since I think a lot of kids are either already back in school or they. Yeah, I don't know, because sometimes it always depends on the traffic too coming home.
Yeah. What you call? I'm just letting you know that my bandmates and I were pushing for practices to be a lot earlier. That way we have more time to, I guess, get our sound right. By as far as time goes, we are looking to meet at 3 p.m. on Friday, which it's totally up to you guys to show up.
I thought Ronan gets up at 5.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: since we all since we're all like off on that exact same day, I figured we could use that time to actually, dedicate that time together just for that one day, if any day at all. Which is actually a huge rarity. When I discussed this with them, asked them, "Hey, what's your guys' schedule looking like?" "Oh, I'm off, bro. I'm off. I was like, "Wait, what? Are y'all serious right now?" I mean, to me, this is like a grand opportunity to, actually get a bit of a longer practice in, I guess. But yeah, I'm just notifying you in case if you can make it or not.
Well, what time do you guys usually do it?
Before it would be like at around 5 or 6, but because our last one, it kind of felt like we were making a lot of noise. We're trying to push for much more broad daylight time of rehearsing.
A lot of noise.
Well, let's just say it's practicing your music with amplifiers is not really the best time to do it when it's like sundown.
I mean, on a weekend night, aren't people usually out anyway?
Yeah.
Especially on Friday nights.
Can't remember what night that was. I think it was.
I thought you guys had
and this is kind of from experience, but usually first Fridays of the month are like, especially the start of the new year. You're gonna expect people to go out on the first Friday of the month.
Okay, I suppose, but what you call? We're all trying to feel more safe with our practices, I guess, because during night, that's when most people are like, or I don't know if this is true, but in the side that we were in, whenever we practice, there tends to be a lot of old people there, I guess. And yeah, I don't want to I don't want to be a huge disturbance to them. So, I thought if we could do it during the day, then that'd be great.
Well said. Well, all right. Well, I mean, damn. At least you guys. At least I'll say this, Nick. Like, at least your guys' communication as a band is like, it's there, dude.
Yeah, I know. And we try our best to maintain it.
That's good. That's good, dude. All right. So like, all right. That's good. That's good. So
let's say if we were to join your next session, would you since we don't really know where he lives exactly, would you give us a ride maybe for once?
Carpool
for the first time.
Depends on how how early you guys will be there, because you know we did agree to meet around at 3.
Well, you know how that goes with planning and stuff. It usually, I'm not saying it won't, but it usually doesn't pan out exactly. Maybe 3:30 or 4.
And sometimes the plan always ends up going south, so you throw away the plan either way.
Right, you never know.
I mean, yeah, but because we took extra precautions, you know, I did agree with, you know, those who are living in Ronan's area, aka me, Carolyn, and Meg. I figured, you know, hey, why don't we leave our places at around like 2 or 2:30 probably. You know, just to combat any possible traffic jam that's gonna be in the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
I mean, as far as my sound goes, it is getting a bit better. I feel like on the last session, I, you know, made one minor fuck up where I forgot the, you know, the wire for this at the time, and the way I placed my amp was a tad bit too far from the, you know, receiving speaker, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's getting better, just some trial and error I had to experience along the way.
So minor tweaks, which is
pretty much, yeah, minor tweaks.
Right on. That's cool. Alrighty. Well, I guess with that being said, with that being said, let's go ahead and just jump right into video games and streaming. Which, by the way, for those in the Hawaii area, so next week, January 12th, is Poi Pandas 2. It's a Smash event. There's gonna be Project M, Melee, and Ultimate, both singles and doubles. So, I think I might I gave out some info over on Discord, but yeah, there's also the rest of the info for those listening, you can also find it on Smash GG. So, go ahead, check that out. So still pending on if we're gonna be there. So, but
I want people to come out like we did in KawaiiCon that one time.
Oh yeah.
Like Darren, his friends.
Yeah. Hey, and that was cool. That was cool last year. Nick, I don't know if you knew this, but Jerry was at Poi Pandas with a school team.
Oh, I think I know why. That was when he was still in the gaming club. That explains it.
He was a coach too, I believe.
Yeah, he was a coach
before he quit.
He told me about it.
So I don't know if Jared's gonna stay retired, or if he's gonna come out at least not play, but coach some maybe some newbies in Project M, maybe some players who are gonna do Melee singles. Who know? I don't know what direction Jared was gonna go at this point.
Only time can tell.
So. But anywho, I guess since we're on video games and streaming, so I've actually had the chance to finish up the SpiderMan PS4 DLC, the third chapter, Silver Lining. I've been digging all the suits that they've actually been dropping inside Spider-Man. So
that's what she said.
Right. So
I don't get it.
No, he said inside Spider-Man.
I know, but the whole context didn't make sense.
Whatever. I thought it would work.
No, but anyway, honestly, if I had to do like a ranking system like of all the suits in Spider-Man, like at least the top 5 of all the suits I've seen. I would from number 5 I would actually put the original Scarlet Spider, the red and blue, the Ben Riley Scarlet Spider up there. Number 4 I would actually put the Infinity War Iron Spider suit. Number 3, I would definitely number 3 deserves the one of the stealth stealth suits. It's from the Big Time. It's like a green and or it's a black and green colored suit. And then number 2, I would actually put the original Iron Spider suit, which was seen in Civil War. And then number 1, this may upset a lot of people, but I would actually put the Tobey Maguire the original Tobey Maguire suit from Spider-Man as number 1.
Damn, really?
So, hey, I don't know about you guys, but I actually, despite whatever critics said about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I actually dug his Spider-Man. Of course, there were some things that were never comically accurate, but hey, I actually like Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker. So,
no Batwoman or is that Catwoman suit?
Oh, the Black Cat suit. Black Cat. I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to do more missions with Black Cat, but I guess it's just because when you only get to play as Black Cat for only the team up missions with Spider-Man during the first chapter, but nowhere else. So I don't know if she's popular enough to get a, I don't know, maybe to get her own solo game. Same thing goes for Silver Sable. I don't know if she's gonna get her own spin-off game, which I highly doubt, or whatever they're gonna do for the next Spider-Man game.
Well, Silver Lining was for her.
Oh yeah, dude, Silver Lining was good. So
isn't that Sable's?
Yeah, that was pretty much Silver Lining Chapter 3. That was pretty much Silver Sable's arc in the story. She comes back to New York for a second time to stomp a mud hole at people jacking her technology. So
right. So if she didn't get a game, she gets a DLC.
Yeah. So I thought that was fun. So, but anyway, what about you guys? How's the I guess whatever games you guys been jamming for the last week or so at least.
I'm playing one of them right now. Ever since you got this controller for me, so shout out to you, Phil. Getting the what's it called?
Oh, it's the Switch Pro wireless from PowerA.
Exactly. So I've been just jamming out with this, playing some Smash.
Yeah.
Getting all the characters. So.
Hey, so real quick. When it comes to the Switch, the Pro wireless controller, like the feel, even though it's like it's like plastic, how's it?
I like the feel. It's pretty solid, even though it is plastic. And the layout, I had to get used to it for a little bit, but once I did, man, it's fun to play.
So it was just pretty much super easy to adapt to, kind of thing.
Pretty much. I mean, I still go to GameCube, of course. If I had to go for a wireless controller or a wireless option, I go for this.
Right on.
For sure.
Nice. Alrighty. Well, so Nick, so far.
Nick, I know you're playing some Metro Redux. How's that going?
So far so good. I've been.
Are you in the first one or Last Light?
Last Light. Right now, I'm trying to get the canon ending by, gaining as much moral points as possible. It's funny because in the first game, I guess you're allowed to do some seriously insane, batshit insane, crazy stuff. Like, instead of knocking someone out, you kill them in stealth mode and all that stuff. Basically, you kill your own fellow man in the game, and you get the canon ending where you, well, spoilers. Honestly, I don't care anymore. This is an old game anyway.
Yeah.
You at the end of the first game, you kill the Dark Ones, which is a very easy ending to get if you're a relative. If you're an asshole, relatively speaking, in the first game.
Right.
But the second game, you know, it's actually a little bit more annoying. If you want to get the canon ending, you actually have to be good. Which, honestly, you know, for a game like Metro, that could be a little bit arbitrary, because while killing someone is pretty much a game's big no-no, knocking them out is like, you know, okay, fine, you knock them out, at least they didn't die. I mean, like, yeah, but that's kind of like assault, don't you think?
But they're alive.
Yeah, I mean, they're alive, but then again, you know, it almost looks like they're dead the way they, you know, crumple down to the ground. But either way, I did actually get an understanding of how I can, you know, gain these moral points. If the screen flashes and makes a water drip kind of sound, then I'm actually doing the right thing. If for those that don't really know that already.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Strange.
Yeah.
So do you think this will carry on with or not Redux, but the new game?
Maybe. I can't say for certain unless I actually play it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the elements in, you know, both Last Light and 2033 will carry over to Exodus, as it should, anyway.
All right.
Right on.
I mean, if anything, I mean, I love Metro and all, but if anything, I kind of view Metro as, you know, a poor man's Mass Effect in a way, if that makes any sense.
But they're not going for the same thing, though.
Yeah, they're not. It's just that, you know, it's heavily based on storytelling and choice-driven actions, and depending on what you do within the game affects your ending to your character.
So does Witcher.
Well, yeah, except they offer, I don't know, a bit more choices, I guess. I mean, aren't there like different endings in Witcher as far as you know, that's known?
Oh yeah, depending on if you know save Siri fast enough or go the other
Save
side.
Siri fast enough. What?
Well, you haven't gone that far, so I don't want to spoil too much.
I know, but that kind of leaves me wondering, what the heck? I gotta fight a time limit now, as if that wasn't stressful enough.
Oh, there's no time limit, but if you just hit or do the story mode, like instead of doing the side missions first, then you don't get a certain object. I don't want to spoil it again, you know, spoilers, but I want you guys to play it out.
Okay.
So Nick, will you I don't know if you already did, but are you did you already pre-order the game already, or like put it
No, I haven't.
or you're just gonna like wait off like for like the reviews and see if it's like a worthy contender?
Well, I already have a pretty good hunch that the reviews will be generally favorable. I mean, if the Metro game, if the first two Metro games, you know, had fairly good reviews, then I see no reason for the third game to be any different. So whether or not it's going to be like Game of the Year or anything like that, I'll still buy it regardless, because I know it's gonna come up with, you know, pretty decent reviews, to say the
Redux
least.
had an 84 on Metacritic, so it's not too bad. It's not God of War ratings, but you know, 80 is pretty good enough.
I would say so. That's like earning a B in school already.
And it should definitely earn a sequel.
Right on. Okay. Cool. Alrighty.
What about you, Phil? What games have you been jamming?
Okay, so as far as finishing up the Spider-Man DLC, so Smash Ultimate, so for whatever reason, I have no idea why, but I've been mainly practicing a lot of species with Fox, Falco, and Wolf.
What happened to Inkling?
Inkling, I'm Inkling. I'll practice like from like time to time, but I've been. I don't know what chose me what got me to just go with with Fox Falco. One
it's melee heart in you.
I didn't want any part of the melee heart to die out, so it was just like a constant reminder to play Fox Falco. So
nice.
I mean, I'll still play Inkling. I'll still try out for maybe I'll try out for not Inkling. I'll try out for Wario or maybe one of the Sword Gang, Crom, which
Crom's pretty good.
Dude, Crom is like undeniably like freaking good. It's pretty much what you would do if you're to mix like Marth and Ike together.
That's pretty much who he is.
So it's like, and also like
imagine if Brittany and Darren were playing at the same time.
Yeah, and then so I don't know. I'm gonna hopefully I'm gonna do this again, but I'm gonna send out my my Switch friend code. So if you guys wanna challenge or do some co-op, do some friendlies, let me know. I'm down to do a couple friendlies.
Okay. Yeah, after I get all the smashers here, characters, I'll definitely send you an invite.
So definitely down for that. But other than that, I haven't been like I don't know. I honestly, God, I haven't been active on Witcher lately. Ever since Ultimate, so.
You'll find time.
So.
You just gotta commit yourself.
Yeah, I just gotta. Yeah, that's just pretty much where it goes forward to. But you know.
And if it's not your game, it's not your game.
There you go.
Some people like RPGs, some people don't.
I mean, I love RPGs. I still love a good old fashioned Assassin's Creed here and there at times. So, but other than that, yeah, that's just pretty much where I stand at the moment. But other than that, just practicing Ultimate. I'm not trying to hint or tease or even confirm that I will be attending Boy Pandas. I'm maybe spectate, but I don't.
Yeah. Show your Inkling.
Right? I don't know if I were to like put in now, then shit. I mean that means I got a lot of work to do with Inkling if I'm gonna do Ultimate Singles. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna tease. I'm not gonna confirm anything. But if it sounds like I feel like I am teasing, then please don't get your hopes get high hoped for that kind of thing.
Is it the same as last year, the entrance fee?
Yeah, same entrance fee. And then let me see if I saw the price again, because it's like. Okay. Oh, okay. So cost. So early. Okay, so competitor pass is $30. Cost per event $10. Spectator pass $5. Okay, got it. Okay, so it looks like it's 30, 10, and 5. So 30 if I were to actually compete. $10 per event. So I would actually. That's kind of weird. Okay. Well, the registration does end. Was it this? Not this Sunday. Okay, next Monday the registration does end. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So that's where it looks like it's going from there. But I guess other than that, let's go ahead. I'm rambling on here. Let's go right into personal achievements here. So Nick, I'm guessing you scored. You got wires for the audio interface. Nice. You in Best Buy. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Right here. I mean, it did have a bit of a hefty sum, but both of from from the help of some good Best Buy associates, they did get me hooked up with some wires that I could, or connectors, I guess, that I could use with my audio interface. Now, the biggest challenge for me of all is finding out what's wrong with my dumb MacBook Air, because for whatever reason, and whatever solution I could find, for whatever reason, the Mac is not allowing me to download GarageBand, which is one of the most ideal
usually GarageBand is like all the time free unless you somehow.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. For whatever reason, it's not letting me download it, because it says I need to update my OS X or something like that.
Yep,
I tried to look at that, but for whatever reason, my MacBook Air is not showing me any way to update whatever needs to be done.
Okay.
Questions on that?
Okay, so here's your issue. So, first of all, how old is your MacBook Air? Like pretty old. Like you had it for like.
I've had it for a couple years already.
Okay, so here's where a little bit of bite in the ass might come in with. So like every company product that likes to update their product, update or make new products, Apple, you really need to like stay on top of their updates and stuff. And then some of the models like for what you have, like the MacBook Air, the older the model gets, you won't have much accessibility to update to the newest firmware. So basically, long story short, your MacBook Air is pretty old, and this is one of those times where you would have to either trade it in or get a new one, which is pretty much your best bet going forward, unless you somehow were able to get find an older version of GarageBand, or you download another audio program such as FL Studio's Audacity, Adobe. I think it's Audition. I think it's Adobe.
Yeah, it's Audition.
Adobe Audition, for sound recording programs, and that's where you're gonna do a little bit of shopping for programs and update, and then again going back to it. Yeah, this is probably now or never to do an upgrade as far as a computer goes.
Well, I did manage to find one alternative, except it's not going to be in Mac. Rather, it's going to be on regular Windows computers.
Oh, that's fine.
There's this application I've heard of earlier a while back called Reaper. It's a recording application that is like an alternative to GarageBand. And although I do have the application here, hold on, let me do a screen share so that you guys know what I'm talking about. Entire screen, yes. Okay, so here's the application right here, which strangely enough was for free. I looked deeper into it. Just give this thing a little time. because I don't know why it's taking so long. Digital audio workstation. Yeah, so, oh jeez. Okay, yeah, this is, you know, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be, you know, a bit of a hassle, I guess, and from the possible prices I looked at, it's either gonna be $60 or $255. Now, of course, I will be, you know, looking at getting it for maybe 60. Maybe not now though, but you know, this is an alternative that I'm willing to take on.
Hold on, is that like 60 a month?
No, it's pretty much buying the full package, I guess.
So what is the 251? Because 251 sounds like that sounds like the full license, and you get like additional nonsense features.
Yeah, it's something like that. I mean, I don't really fully understand it, but you know, whenever you guys are willing to, you know, make some time to come over to my place and, you know, see what's going on here, then maybe you might be able to explain it a bit more. But right now, I'm just surfing for options. You know, since my MacBook Air in this particular circumstance is pretty much useless at this point.
Well, I have a question for you, Nick. When you got your MacBook Air for the first time, have you updated it since then?
From what I looked at the software stuff and all that, it seems pretty updated. But for whatever reason,
there's you can tell it's updated. Anytime when you click on the Apple sign and then you go like info about my computer, then you'll know if it's like up to date with the latest firmware and the latest OS X. That's how you'll know if it's like updated.
I mean, it seems updated, although there might be something that I'm missing, but I can
if you don't have GarageBand, that means it's not updated.
Wait, what?
If you don't have GarageBand, you should have GarageBand for free, right?
Yeah, because GarageBand, when I owned the MacBook Pro, it actually came free.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, then you know there's something I'm probably not looking into. I mean,
what's the latest software?
Right now, actually, no, not Mountain. It's what was it called? They named it after another C or OS. You're gonna like this one. Mojave.
Mojave.
Wow.
Mojave. Okay.
Huh.
Sorry, I'm only learning to know.
How can you check your current software, Phil?
Oh, simple. Okay, so usually it's just pretty much when you start up your computer, when you start your Mac up, you click on the Apple sign, and then it should pretty much have the like about my computer and what are about my computer, like it should have all your credential details and the current firmware update where it's standing at.
Okay.
So that's how, and then it'll show you what firmware you have, whether it be like OS X Mojave or you know.
So it's systems preferences, right? That I go to.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Because I feel like I've done this before. So, and where does it say to look at?
Wait, hold on.
Again?
So it should be under like my computer, like, or my info, you know, like.
Okay, here's what I have here. On the top line, the top line, I guess. There's top row. General, desktop and screensaver, dock, mission control, language, security and privacy, spot, and notifications. Second row, displays, energy server, keyboard, mouse, trackpad, printers and scanners, sound.
Or you know what you can do is that you can try do this. So you can actually go, if you select system preferences, you click software update, and then updates available for your computer.
Okay,
So there should be like a search. There should be a search. You can actually use a search bar. There should be a search bar.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing, and I'm typing in software update, and that's not showing me any here.
Is it that outdated?
God, I hope.
Because what is describing to you is not showing, then they're likely you're outdated.
Yeah, if that's the case, then this thing is pretty much useless in that aspect.
Well, it's not useless until you update it.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, I can't find any way whatsoever to look at any updated stuff whatsoever.
Well, worst comes to worst, because usually when I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I end up doing one simple thing. Google it.
Yeah, that's what I did, and most of the information there is either unhelpful or confusing. Because for one, I'm not a very technical person.
It's okay. Not everyone's technical, but if you're willing to put in the time to learning like different programs and software and it's honestly not that difficult. It becomes like, oh, I see what you mean. I see what this means now. Like you understand the terms, the lingo. So it becomes like candy, you know. It becomes that easy. Like if you're willing to put in that time and effort, then
it's like working on a car. You know, if something breaks and you work on it, you learn that technique, and then you can use it later on in life.
Exactly.
Which may come in handy. You never know.
So, but yeah. So anyway, sorry, I know I'm kind of dragging on right now. So, okay.
No, that's fine. We're trying to help him update his stuff, so we can get Audacity.
If I can update it, that is.
Oh no, you can update it.
I guess what would you recommend for like a music equalizer app? GarageBand, you know, Audacity.
Okay.
Since you were in a band.
For Mac users, for Mac users out there, I highly would recommend using GarageBand. But if you're gonna really go all in, there's another program. It's called Logic. No, it's not the name of art. No,
rapper?
Not the rapper we all know. But there's a program. There's a program called Logic. It was a very professional audio recording program, and it's actually still used to this day. Because Logic was a very complex program where it was able to hook up to any audio interface, hook up to multiple instruments through a lot of devices and stuff. So it was actually pretty useful. Useful. So imagine if you're like, you know, inside like an actual music studio, and you know how like there's a shit ton of switches like for like adjusting, you know, your gain, your the noise gate, all these switches. Imagine all of that, but like compressed into one program. But it's done. But it's done, you know, professionally. So.
I see.
But if you're just like you know, beginning like a beginner, which is totally fine, and if you want to do like the most cheap and most simplest route, I would say just do GarageBand. And then for PC users, I would actually recommend using Audacity or using FL Studios or sorry, Fruity Loop Studios. But anyway, yeah, FL Studios was, if you're like, you know, PC minded, like, you know, you don't have a Mac, so I would say, yeah, try get FL Studios. It was actually like another alternate in case no one could ever get, you know, Mac based programs.
But yeah, Nick, you know, moving forward, if we do get this Audacity GarageBand thing working on your laptop, do you think we could take care of the technical aspects of the band for you?
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have way more experience than I do, obviously. Okay. So, you know, by all means, take reins on the technical aspects of it while we make the music.
I mean, like, you know, tell us the vision you want, but, you know,
Okay.
Yeah, show us that one vision.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Queen did it before. I think I can do it again. One vision.
It'll work
Okay.
magic for you.
Yeah. I don't know how the song actually goes, but I do know that's one of their I guess
You got the chorus,
secondary hits. Yeah.
One vision. And actually, the last line is fried chicken.
What?
Yeah, if you listen to the song.
Okay, I gotta listen to that because that's just like, why the hell would Freddy say that?
Maybe the dude
It was Freddy.
It's Freddy. He was hungry. Who wouldn't
Freddy
want?
does what he wants. Yeah.
Who wouldn't want?
I mean,
fried chicken?
I know he can be goofy and then, but fried chicken's the last thing I could think of him eating.
Really?
Well, I don't really associate Freddy with much food, but I never thought he had a love for fried chicken.
Well, there's another famous person with a mustache that likes fried chicken.
Kentucky Colonel Sanders.
Oh wait. I was like, oh wait, hold on
Oh.
here.
That took a
Yeah.
while.
So
So I don't know.
anyway, well, I guess with that being said, so personal achievement. Gosh, I didn't write this down. So I actually woke up this morning. I thought I was actually gonna sleep in all the way, but I actually woke up around 9 o'clock this morning.
Damn, what time you sleep?
I actually slept like 2 o'clock.
What time could you sleep? Because the fireworks are going non-stop.
Well, I think no,
Actually, never.
around 2. Bruh, you were lucky. You was over on the other side, bruh.
Mine ended around 1, so.
Okay, well, yeah, mine's into like 2. Cause I can still hear people.
Plus the lawnmowers.
Plus the lawnmowers. Plus all the dumbass music going around. So.
Oh god.
But anyway,
You click that Rebel Nation concert again.
you're right. Oh god, never again. Not the Revolution. Tribal Seeds concert with Austin.
Tribal Seeds, yeah.
Jesus. Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry. Back to the personal achievement. So, I got up, put on some running pants, grab the long sleeve, throw on some running shoes, threw my headphones on, and I actually went running this morning.
Wow.
But I didn't run too far. I only ran up from my house up to Kolowaka near the waterfall, and just went around it, and went through Geiger Park.
Wait, what waterfall?
Wait, where's that?
You know on Kolowaka, you know where
The four-way?
the 4-way where you can see the that little
Oh, going to Cheryl's place?
yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty far,
okay.
right?
That's actually some decent
I'd
distance
say
for a
that's
start.
about a mile, if not a little less.
Yeah. I'm like, wait,
pretty good.
all the way there? That's... And you're saying like, oh, I only went up to there. I'm like,
Wait, that was non-stop?
dude, only
I
up
thought-
to there?
Dude,
That's one hell of a start already, if you ask me.
Did you
Most
keep the same
people,
pace?
they just do half a mile,
Yeah.
you know, when they start. But that's pushing a start
I know I
already.
couldn't do that. I'm out of shape.
I mean, I know my legs and my feet were hurting, but I just pushed, and I just threw my headphones and I just went.
How fast the pace were you going?
Honestly, I was
jogging,
I-
casually running?
like it started as like
Walking.
it started as like a casual jog, but then once I was like inches away from I wasn't inches, about a quarter mile from the waterfall area, I actually sprinted all the way all the way up to the waterfall area, and then after that just took a break for 5 minutes, catch my breath, and then sprinted back home.
With the smell of fireworks in the air? Damn. You're a beast.
So I was like,
Either you're a beast or you're just plain crazy.
I may be that insane, but yeah, I woke up and I just it felt nice to kind of get out. And
Is that part of your New Year's resolution that you're going to be talking about?
basically, I mean, you know, because I'll be honest with you guys. Like, never have I ever been successful at a New Year's resolution.
Right. You do it right for like the first couple of days, and then.
So
let's see how far you can take it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't wanna like boast. I don't wanna boast anything right now. I don't wanna make any prediction. You know that I can take this thing far. I'm just gonna take it. You know, take it one step at a time. You know, see where this goes.
You can't talk and talk if you can't walk the walk.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna let the pride, spew out some pride rice,
Pride rock.
Or pride rock. So, but yeah, it just, I don't know, it just felt it was just like one of those feelings, regardless of the new year. You know, it felt nice to go out for a run.
May I ask what music you're listening to?
Sleeping with Sirens.
Mm.
And then after that, switch.
Me?
Yep, Kick Me, and after that, the run going back home, I actually I actually finished all the way home with Queen.
Damn.
So.
Nick, what's your go-to music for like jogging or exercising?
Usually techno. I actually like listening to techno when I do any intense exercise, especially when I go with the rhythm of the song. Very fast-paced, very intense. If you think about it, if you actually allow the rhythm of the song to overtake your brain, your heart kind of does the same, but you don't really realize it.
So it's almost cheating in a way.
Almost, yeah.
Crazy.
You're actually, mentally tricking your heart to go with that rhythm, which in essence, I mean, I'm not a fitness expert, but if you're listening to music, you kind of ignore the pain in a way. Because the only thing you're concentrating on is the music, but what you probably might not know is your heart is kind of going in that very same pace as the music that you're going with. So for techno, most especially, it's pretty intense as far as that goes.
So if you get two guys to do, let's say, 50 push-ups, and one is listening to heavy techno, and one's not listening to music, the other guy will probably win.
That I will have to experiment on because I can't really say for sure. All I know is, when you're listening to music and you're working out, let's just say, exercise feels a lot less painless than it should be.
True that.
I mean, they say no pain, no gain, but if there is a way to dull the pain while also being productive about it, I say why not?
Well said.
Man, right. But yeah, so personal achievement to start the new year right off on a right foot was actually nice.
Nice. I guess for you guys, a question for me is: how long have you maintained that New Year's resolution until you quit? What's the longest you've done it?
I honestly can't remember. Maybe like third of a month, a quarter. Sorry, not a third of a month. A third of the year, maybe less. I don't know. I mean, I lost count at some point.
Usually people stop in their first week because they can't maintain it. A third of a month, third of a year. That's amazing.
I think the longest I've ever kept to my resolution or even a promise that alone. I've actually, the longest I've had it was for like about 2 weeks. But
it's pretty average.
So, I don't know. But again, I'm not gonna make some bogus, ridiculous claim that I'm gonna complete it. You know, I'm just gonna just you know, take life by the horns and see where this goes. You know. So, but anyway, I guess with that being said, okay, so TV shows, movies, online videos. Obviously, we have been watching much.
No.
Okay.
Although, for whatever reasons I cannot, or I don't think anybody can explain, I wonder why a lot of people have been doing these Bird Box memes lately. I'm like, what the fuck is all this?
Well, you know, we told you to watch that movie last week, right, Nick? It's all the craze.
I mean, you know, if it's a big craze, it kind of leaves me in doubt. But what really kind of drives me nuts is, why are people treating Sandra Bullock like she's a new actress when she's actually been doing this for almost 20 years?
Wait, how are they treating her like a new actress?
Well, some, not all. Some people that got on board with the movie, they're treating her like